Whiskey Cowboy Live. Tonight's date is January 4th, 2026. It is a Sunday. Sunday. There's Laurel. She says, looking good, sounding great. Fantastic. There's Peggy. Hey there, Peggy. She says, hey there, I'm on time. She is. Right on time. She's on time. Isn't there a song about that? She's on time. Let me see here. I think there's a song. Or is it Right on Time? Song. Yeah. Song by Bare Naked Ladies, 1998. She's on time. Let's see here. Might be able to hear a little bit of it. I got ads playing here. There we go.
On top of the world, there was a beautiful girl in the bed beside me. Rolled over, got a kiss on the ear. She said, listen up, dear, there's we move in a mysterious.
Yeah, that's not the song that I got. That's not the song I got in my head. That's not right. Hey, Gus. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. Hope everybody is feeling pretty good. I got a migraine. I got a migraine half the day. Me and the missus, we've been having some stomach bugs going around. So I don't know what the hell it is. But yeah, then the migraine kicked in. I'm like, I got a headache. So, but I'm going to do the show anyways. I'm going to do the show anyways. Now you folks probably saw, some of you saw. Those who didn't, I've got the Whiskey Cowboy shop up on Facebook now. It's a page that's sitting there. I don't have any products yet, but I got a bunch of stuff I got to get lined up. Laurel says migraines suck. They do, and we got about three days. I guess 3 days of crappy stuff coming in, so it's gonna be fun. But yeah, I've got to get my actual e-commerce portal set up, and that'll be linked to the Whiskey Cowboy shop on Facebook. Laura says, already following the page. You did. I saw you. Peggy says, thank you. Our weather has been so back and forth too. Yeah. Let me there is the Whiskey Cowboy shop on Facebook. I wanted to keep it clean, but I wanted to say what it needed to say. So I thought those boards in the back, they kind of look like my favorite wood, which is walnut. So I'm like, ooh, those are good. I tried an American flag theme. It just wasn't working. It was just too busy, wasn't working. Then I tried to find whiskey barrels. That wasn't working too good. And I'm like, let's go simple. Ooh, look at that. Looks like my black walnut. And so that I whipped up that design and put that up there. Gus says, everything I eat tastes like crap. That's where I'm at. Yeah, sorry about that, Gus. Laurel says we're going to be back in the 60s this week. Stop it. You're bragging. But yeah, got the small branding logo as the avatar for the page, and then of course the regular Whiskey Cowboy logo up in the right. And of course, since most of my products, they're wood. I mean, there's going to be glass and stuff like that, but most all the stuff made in-house is going to be wood. So I thought, yeah, that's the way to do it. And then they had to, well, what kind of page is it? They're like, oh, crap. I'm like, okay, it's a product page, but they wouldn't let me set up with products. So it's home goods. It's a home furnishings or something like that. Home decorations, something like that. Like, whatever. Peggy says, I love your shop logo. Thank you. It's basically, it was a lot harder to do than what you'd think it is, because I had to get the lines the right thickness so that when it shrunk down to an inch or so, you can still see the lines. So a lot of the detail that's in the Whiskey Cowboy logo, which is up in the upper right-hand corner, they get lost. So I'm going to be putting one of these, the Whiskey Cowboy logo, the main one, I'm going to be putting that on the back of my truck here within the next month or so. I'm going to put it on the back window in black, just like that. Well, on white, because the window's black, so it's going to be the white logo like that. Oh, goodness. But yeah, I figured that was, the little one is fine. I'm going to be able to put that on my products in some way, shape. You know, I might engrave them on the back. If it doesn't go into the design, I might add it in with the design. I've got several coaster designs already designed up. And a couple of you gals have seen it. Judy has seen it, and Laurel has seen it. Now, I got some work to do. This is a rough draft. I've got some cleanup to do and some changes and a little bit of, I got to do an outer ring around it, but it gives a basic idea of what my products are going to be looking like. Let's see here. I guess I can show some folks. Let's see here. Come on now. Everything's getting all slow. It's not moving. Here we go. Let's try to go here. Okay, now here we go. I think it's a little small. Can I go bigger on there? Yeah, I can go bigger. There we go. Hey, Judy, welcome to the show. So Judy and Laurel have seen this. Nobody else has seen it yet. There is my first horse design. Like I said, I'm going to be doing a an extra ring that's going to be out further than the tips of its ears. And these coasters are going to be just shy of 4 inches. Just shy of 4 inches. Because then I'll be able to do 4 of them, or 3 of them across on a 12-foot piece of wood. Or a 16, I can get all of them. 18, I'll get an inch scrap. Set of 4. I'm going to be doing 4 sets. So this is the horse design. All of my products, or damn near all of them, are going to incorporate Celtic knot work. It's going to be one of the characteristics of my products. Peggy says that's really pretty. Yeah, I liked it. I liked it. It's going to work good as a coaster. It can be an accent for some of my charcuterie boards and stuff like that I'm going to do. Judy says they're going to be pretty on my table. Well, yeah, well, that'd be good. I should be able to even make napkin holders using this as well. So once I get the base thing, I should be able to make what I need to make. That said, I'm also going to have most of my stuff in magnets as well, so folks can have an engraved refrigerator magnet. They'll usually be about 1 inch to 1.5 inches, maybe 2 inches, depending upon the design. And this is round, but they don't have to be round, so I'm going to come up with the different ones. And so I've got a I don't have it here. It's on my other system. I got a hummingbird one already made up, and it's that same basic feel. I got a hummingbird one, I got a dragon one made up, and I got a Celtic knot one that's a ring, and then it has my I haven't put my logo in the center, but my logo is going to be in the center. Those are the 4 that I got designed up so far. Laurel says, I like refrigerator magnets. Everybody likes refrigerator. Like I said, I'm thinking of all sorts of stuff that I can make that's going to be cost effective, that I can make and have these designs out there. So if you like a particular design, you can get like a napkin holder with it, and coasters, and a coffee mug, and whatever, charcuterie board. You can get a whole range of products with that particular theme on it, to include magnets, because everybody likes magnets, keychains. I've been looking at cost-effective ways to do. Now I'm going to do cutting boards in the summer, but everybody does cutting boards. I'd rather do more charcuterie boards than cutting boards, just because they're just more ornate. They're decorative. I can do things like inlays on them, or I can do a lot more engraving in the areas that you wouldn't want to do on a cutting board. So do nice ones with handles on them and offset so that they're not right down on the table. I mean, just nice stuff. And the elements, please show the dragon design. I can't. I don't have it here. It's on my other computer. It's on my laptop. But it's a European dragon with Celtic knot scroll work around it. So think of the horse, sort of, but not. I've been working on a canoeing one too, but I'm not satisfied with it yet. But those four that I got, so I got the hummingbird, the horse, the dragon, and the Whiskey Cowboy shop logo. Damn near ready for production. I don't have the machine in yet. Hopefully it'll come in this week. I got more wood and stuff. There's stuff coming to me as well. Peggy says, I'll keep an eye on your pages. Yes, you got to. And we found, I'm not going to say where we got stuff. We found some low-cost options to get one-off items, as well as just cheap stuff that I can burn. When I say burn, I don't mean engrave. I mean, if I ruin it, because I got to figure out, okay, what's my settings for glass? What's my settings for the mugs? What's my settings? So that I have some throwaway products that I'm going to try to not have them throw away. But if I fuck up, I'm not out my production cost. And then as soon as I get that dialed in, then I'll get the good mugs and the good glasses and the good decanters and stuff like that. So it's going to be very interesting. So you saw the basic style that it's going to be. And then you just think, well, it's going to be on glass and mugs and good wood. So I don't want shit that I thought, oh, this is cheap. Judy says that's smart. It is smart. I can't afford when I look for the products. And here's another thing. I'm like, okay, can I buy a bunch of blanks for either the cutting board or charcuteries and stuff like that? And you start reading the reviews, and oh, they're great. And I'm looking at it going, I don't know. And then you read in, yeah, half of the shit is warped, and it's this and that, and it's like, yeah, so no. Looks like I'm going to be hitting the. They got Goose Bay Lumber. They got a couple lumber shops. Back when I was doing firearm grips and stuff like that, and other wood products, yeah, I had a full wood shop. I was cranking out products. I'd go to Goose Bay Lumber, and so I'll go on over to Goose Bay and see what they have for milled decent wood. Plus the charcuterie boards I can get away with thinner. I can do 1/4 inch to, 1/2 inch. And that's more than fine. A 1/2 inch is fine for a cutting board too, but everybody likes the thick ones. Let's be honest, most of us don't have too many thick cutting boards around. They're all narrow, thin stuff. But charcuteries don't have to be thick. So I can go with like somewhere between 1/4 and a 1/2 inch. I can do like 2/4 inches if I can find the lumber at the right thing. 2/4 inches to make a half, but do 2 different types of wood. Do a less expensive under, and then do the black walnut on the top, and then do offset, the feet, put the feet on it and do handles on it. Just nice stuff. Nice stuff. And I looked at other handles like, oh, shit, these handles are really cheap. And it's like, yeah, I bet you they're really cheap. So like, no, let's invest more money per handles for them, and they're going to be nice. So I make less profit, but it's a nicer product. So that is what it is. But that's the basic design. You saw the horse. I'll throw the horse back up there again for y'all. That's the horse. Again, she's going to have another ring around the outside edge. And I think she's going to look really nice. And I might be able to, like with a napkin holder, if I make the ring around here, if I make the ring a little bit larger, I can cut out this back area so that you can see through the horse, where the horse's head is. Well, the horse's head there, but then you'll be able to see through here. And then it'll be down here and then fixed on the bottom. But you get the idea. You get the idea. Make it large enough so that it's tall enough for the average napkins, which is what, like 5 inches, something like that. I think the napkin's about 5 inches. I'd have to measure. Not a big deal. And then, put the little feet on it in the base, and it's like, yeah, why the hell not, right? Why the hell not? Now, some of these products, I can use plywood for. They've got craft plywood. I'm not going to get the cheap shit, but like napkin holders, they don't have to be solid. They don't have to be solid walnut. They can be plywood. So it's usually it's walnut on both sides, and then sandwiched in between, they've got either like oak or pine or some lighter wood. And that's probably going to be fine for a napkin holder. Don't know. I'm going to find out. Most of my products that I'm going to make out of plywood first. If they're going to work fine, I may keep that. If they're not, that's okay. I didn't spend, I spent a lot less than a thick piece of solid hardwood. So I'll have to play it by ear. But yeah, I'll be able to do, different shape charcuteries and stuff. I just think that's better than just standard cutting board. I'm going to make cutting boards, but I just think charcuteries are nicer. Plus, you can set it on your counter, and it's artwork. So I figure there you go. And again, folks will be able to buy keychains and keychains, coasters, and glassware and mugs and of the various designs. And I'm not taking clip art. These are designed in-house. So it's not like I'm going to a royalty free, and there's sites out there that are royalty free, and then going, oh, I like this. No, this is all original art. All original art. So I think folks are going to like it. So I've been very busy. A lot of pricing. Look here, look there. Supply here, supply there. What's the cost of this item? What's the cost of this item? How long do I think it's going to make? Again, I'm a logistics kind of guy. I'm logistics. And a lot of ideas get shot down the same way as me deciding what direction I'm going to take and what equipment I'm going to get. What's going to give me the best bang for the buck and not be cheap. because, I could have went cheaper. No. If it was cheaper, I wouldn't do it. So we put the investment in, and this is out of pocket. I want to pay for it back, but we didn't go in the hole for this. This is out of pocket. This we used our own money. Laurel says, I prefer things that aren't mass produced. Yeah, there's an exclusivity to it. I mean, I'm going to make a bunch of them, but no matter how many I crank out, it's never considered mass production. It's just not. Now, the coasters, I'll be able to crank out a lot of those. Keychains, a lot of those. Magnets, a lot of those. But it's still not millions. They're not mass produced. And unlike, and I got to stress to people, this is not, I am not going to a third party and saying, hey, you got products. Hey, why don't you just, here's an image. You go ahead and put it on it for me. No, this shit's done all in-house. Design's done in-house. The application is done in-house. Most of the woodwork is going to be done in-house. And if I'm going to do like flasks and stuff like that, if I don't find one that suits my quality, they ain't going to be done. A lot of times people, they'll just crank them out. Whatever. It's a nice gift for you get cheap flasks that you can get for groomsmen and stuff like that, and they ain't ever going to use them. They're going to put them in a drawer. No, the products that I want to sell is stuff that people will use. And if they ain't going to use it, I don't want to make it. Peggy said, should be fine if you lacquer or polyurethane them. Which one? The plywood ones? Yeah. You can oil it too, that's fine. I had somebody, I was looking for supplies and stuff, and this one old gal, she wrote, this plywood sucks. I'm thinking, no, because everybody's like, yeah, this is good stuff. She said, this plywood sucks. I made a sign and put it on my porch, and in a few months it was starting to come apart. It's like, are you an idiot? You're using 1/4 inch craft plywood for a sign outdoors? You're a moron. You need to use solid wood. If you use plywood outside, it better be pressure treated. If not, she's going to come apart. That's just the way it is. It's not shitty plywood. It's your shitty application of it. So it's like, yeah, don't use plywood outside unless it's outdoor plywood and preferably pressure treated. If it's going to be in contact with the weather. If not, it will separate. It's just fucking plywood. But most craft plywood indoors, if you go ahead and lacquer it and stuff like that, it's going to be fine. It's going to be fine. Peggy says the coasters especially, you got to definitely put some poly on that. And the good thing is if I don't want it shiny, well, I can do, semi-gloss. I can do matte finish, so it's not a problem. But the first runs, I'm just going to be figuring out the machine, cranking out, seeing if I like the design, and then figure out, because again, I might have to flip some things and go, no, this needs to be cut in, this needs to be cut out, this needs to be, so I'll just play with it. And we'll get it sorted. So hopefully I'll have the first products up by no later than the end of this month. So keep saying, oh, it's January already. I forgot to change my date. I changed the date on the show on the fly. I had already started the show and had to change the date on the fly. Judy says, I know there is a lot to it. With candles and soap, there was so much research. Yeah, and I've done candles and I've done soap. Yeah, there's things you got to figure out. You got to figure it out. Because if not, and look for where everybody else is fucked up. Look for other people's mistakes, and then don't do that. And people are more than happy to tell you where they screwed up. So go and look. Peggy says, doesn't sound like she did the research. Yeah, the the woman who did the sign. No, if you have a sign indoors, hey, that'll work out fine. It'll last forever. It'll last forever. You put it outside. Are you kidding? Oh, I'm a knucklehead. I'm a knucklehead. I don't have to tell you, but I'm going to tell you because I do. I tell you. I kept forgetting to wet down my barrel. Yeah, if you got a whiskey barrel in your house, keep that shit wet. It doesn't have to be soaking wet, but keep it wet. Because you know what happens to wood when it dries out, right? Shrinks. Guess what's happening to my whiskey barrel? Oh shit, she's falling apart. She's not really falling apart, but she getting loose and the band slipped and like, oh my goodness. So I went to the missus and said, hey, where's a spray bottle? I need a spray bottle. So I got the spray bottle and put some warm water in it and took it up to the studio, and I've been spraying it for a couple days, and I'll keep spraying it until she swells back up like the way she's supposed to be. I mean, she's still together, but she wasn't happy. So I got to keep spraying it. When I brought it into the studio, it still had water inside it. I mean, it wasn't full, but it had been stored outside, so you had rainwater. The wood was soaked, and it had probably a good 4 inches at least of water in the barrel. Oh my goodness. So yeah, spray down your whiskey barrels so they don't dry out. Yeah. Yeah, one thing after another. But yeah, I'm excited. The missus is excited too. Judy says, oh my gosh, I didn't know that. Well, it makes sense when you think about it, right? They don't fall apart. They don't fall apart when they got whiskey or wine and stuff in it. Beer, whiskey, wine, water. They don't fall apart because the wood swells up. That's what helps keep the bands on it. Keeps the bands on it. The bands are put on hot, and then when they cool, they shrink. Judy says it definitely makes sense. Yeah, so I didn't think about it. I'm like, you're knucklehead. Knucklehead. So it's been up here in the studio. Well, heck, what? A year and a half now? Without getting so I spray it down. It's like I'm misting a plant. I just spray it all over the place. She's nice and happy. She's getting happy. She's getting happy. Peggy said a lot of us have done this stuff and have learned the hard way. Yeah. Yep. Laurel says the only other option is to tack them in place. But that looks, yeah, it's, your wood is, I mean, you're talking about the bands, right? Yeah, you can tack the bands in place, but then the wood will still, you'll get gaps in the wood. I believe they do a lot of fixing of that on the insides when they make furniture out of it. They can put wood on the inside, excuse me, and then they fix it that way, and it keeps all the stuff together. But yeah, when it's just sitting in the room, it's like, yeah, you gotta spray that thing down. Yep. Yeah, so I think the Whiskey Cowboy Shop Facebook pages, I think that looks nice. Simple, classy, which is what I want my products to be, simple and classy. Stuff that I would like in my house. Traffic is on my page has been dropping because I haven't been posting up as much as I was. Well, I've been busy doing research and stuff, like it's dead time. It's just busy work. But hey, Kay, welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. So, of course, the money I'm making off of Facebook dropped as well. I dropped Dropped over $100 in this last week or so. I was on a roll, but then I had to work on getting the business stuff up and running. And there's more stuff I have to do. Like I said, there's all sorts of things. Got to work up all my invoices and receipts and stuff like that. I gotta work up. It's pretty cool stuff. I got ways that I'm going to band products together and stuff like that. Save on some boxes, because my first coaster sets, they're not going to have cases with them. Well, you don't always get a holder for coasters, anyways. But they're going to be sold in a nice. It's nice the way I got it set up. Or we'll get it set up, but I got to buy some more equipment for it. And it's one thing after another. A lot of stuff to get into play before I sell my first product. Oh, I got to go and get my external mailbox this week. It'll either be tomorrow or Tuesday. I'll see how it goes. Gonna run up into the state capitol, run on into Concord, and get myself another. And as soon as that's up there, then I'll let folks know, and if they want to send me shit, they can. But I'm going to need it for the business anyways. Now, let's see. I got a different tie on tonight. I try to rotate him in and out. Judy says, beautiful. 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 Bootylicious. Yeah, they're nice. The other day I wore a tie but didn't wear a vest. I said, I'm sorry, baby, I'm slumming it. And it was fine. Peggy says whiskey barrels aren't kiln dried, but quality furniture is. Right. Yeah. It doesn't make sense to kiln dry them because they're meant to swell. They're swell. They're swell. Just like wagon wheels and stuff like that. It's just, they're made to swell. All the joint work, it's made to swell. And that's the way it is. So, yeah, wasn't thinking about it. I was treating it like furniture. It's not really. So every time I come into the studio, I give it a good spritzing. And say, there you go. Feel better, baby. Feel better. Yeah, and I got the other room started. I bought a new table to put in there. It's a black table. I didn't want white. I said, fuck it. I want a black table. I got a black table in there. I got to get a chair. I don't have a chair. So I got to get a chair. So when I'm in there working, but there's going to be enough room. You got the laser on one end and run that duct out the window, and then between the laser and the wall, I'll have a work area. And I got to get some, those trays. I got to get cheap trays. Just, shit costs too much money. My God. Just got to get some cheap trays, so that you can put the product on it and then stack it up so that while it's being worked on. If it ain't one thing, it's another. Just one thing after another. So, yeah, it's going to be interesting. All I know, I was told, hey, you got to let us know when it's getting in. I don't know when it's going to get here. I don't know. It's somewhere en route. They're using U.S. Postal Service, which is fine, and I've used them for tracking for forever. I did all my other products through there, and their tracking is kind of sketchy. Sometimes you know where it is, and then, and sometimes you don't, and it'll let you know when it's delivered. That's basically, it's like, do you know it's delivered? Yes. Okay. Yep. What I don't like, though, is all the spam emails and stuff coming in, and all the other stuff. Like my Instagram is flooded with laser stuff and woodworking projects. It's like, stop it! I don't have it yet. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. I'm chomping at the bit as it is. Just stop sending me shit. Let me relax. I got other stuff I got to do. So how's everybody's New Year started? Mine started with headaches. How's everybody else doing? Anything interesting happening? Oh my God, I'm only a half an hour into the show. Man, this is going to be a long ass show. Goodness gracious. Oh, tonight's coffee, blueberry muffin from Dunkin' Donuts. Blueberry muffin from Dunkin' Donuts. Finished it up. This is the last of the batch. Laura says normal, everyday stuff. Oh, it's okay. It's okay. No emergencies. That's good. That's good. That is good. Dealing with knuckleheads on Facebook as usual. Got a whole batch of them in. I posted up today about the Madura capture. I got nothing to say. I've been busy. The only thing that I can just point out is Trump needs to shut the fuck up. I just wish he'd shut up. What he did was legal. Now, a couple of his reasonings before it, at least one of them is kind of sketchy at best, but it's legal. It's going to pass muster. It's fine. But Trump has a habit when he gets in front of the microphone is not shutting the fuck up. He doesn't stay on script, and he just runs off in 50 different directions. So what he does is he gives the other side a shit ton of ammunition to work with. He needs to just be quiet. He needs to get up. This is what I would do if I was running Trump. Is he's get in front of the microphone and say, in the early hours of Saturday morning, blah, 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 we did this. Boom. He's now into custody and either on our way back to New York City or has arrived in New York City, depending upon when he does the press conference. Then he needs to look over to Bob, who is his fucking legal counsel, and saying, Bob's going to take it from here. And let Bob do the talking. Trump needs to, the less Trump says, the better. Because he can't just stay on topic. He's got to just, oh, it was the best thing and the best, shut up. Just say what happened. Thank you, Bob. Take over. God. It's like listening to a fucking retard. Whenever he gets in front of the camera, he does. I'm sorry. You can be a Trump fan all you want. I don't care. He's stupid as shit when he opens up his mouth. Trump is not the brilliant strategist that everybody thinks he is either in business or anything. He surrounds himself with the people that he thinks are going to give him the best information. That's a good thing, but it's also a bad thing because he's got a habit of picking the wrong people. So again, he's a mixed bag. He's a mixed bag. Yeah. I cringe every time he gets in front of the camera. What the fuck are you going to have to clean up this time? It's no, whatever. He's got a couple more years and he's gone. Thank God. We need to get somebody else in there that can do a good job. I mean, he's doing okay, but we need somebody without the drama. Lord help us. Everybody's going, oh, John's off on Trump again. I just wish support what he does. I just wish he just wouldn't fucking talk when he gets in front of the camera. Peggy says, I'm amazed, but shouldn't be, that all in all, the anti-demonstrations against the takedown. No. Better than listening. Yeah. Judy, I don't give a fuck if it's better than anybody because I don't play those games. Better than listening to Kamala? Don't care. She's not president. I talk about it if she was president. She's not president. Better than, or no worse than are the I'm sorry, it's a lazy way of excusing bad shit. No. I don't play that game. If Kamala was I've ripped into her too. But I've never said, oh, well, she's better than Biden. No, because I don't play those games. I don't say Biden is better than this or Trump is like, yeah. He says, yeah, I know. I got a headache. I got a migraine. I'm very tired. But yeah, you know me. I don't play those games. I don't do because that's the way you excuse every fucking bad thing in the world. It could be worse. It's better than this. It's like, no, let's deal with what we got here. Oh, he could have done that. He didn't do that. He did this. They could have done that. They didn't do that. They did this. That's the same way as when people go, whoever it is, they do the same thing with Biden. You bring up something with Biden that's wrong, and they go, but somebody else. Fuck that but somebody else stuff. We're talking about Biden. We're talking about Kamala. We're talking about Hillary. We're talking about Donald. Those are who we're talking about. You want to talk about the other people? We can talk about the other people. Not a problem. It's like a dog biting you. Well, he could have ripped your arm off. That's right. So that excuses the bite, right? Then shut the fuck up. No, the dog shouldn't have bit me. Shouldn't have bit me. Woulda, coulda, shoulda. I prefer dealing with what is. What is. And Trump needs to stop talking. God. Here's another thing. I don't know if anybody else is... Look. The left has pointed it out, and I'm going to say it. They're fucking right. Trump is tired. Trump is an old man. He works long hours. He's dealing with a lot of stuff. Trump is tired. Trump looks tired when he gets in front of a camera. Remember a couple years ago, he could at least look fresh. That's fine. I haven't seen him look fresh in a while. He's tired. Which is another reason to say what you got to say and then pass it off to other people. I don't care. Pass it off to, again, your lawyer, or when in that press conference, wasn't Rubio there with him? Rubio was to his left. Well, it would have been his right, left as we were looking. Pass it off to Rubio. Let Rubio handle it. Judy says he definitely looks tired lately. Yeah. I mean, noticeably tired. And it's not a good look. It's an understandable. Look. And again, I'm not saying he shouldn't be tired. Of course he should be tired. Fuck, anybody would be tired. That's why most presidents age. You look at Obama when he first went into office and then when he left office. Holy shit. Yeah, they age. Trump didn't age so much the first time because Trump doesn't do most of everything. Trump's an executive. He tells people what to do. He has a different management style than other people. But now he's to the age. He can't, he's just tired. He's tired. And I get it. It's not a dig on him. He's at least coherent. He's cogent. Unlike Biden, but we're talking about Trump. And that's another thing. Biden was a freaking zombie and the left didn't give a shit. Trump is tired and they act like it's the end of the world. No, he's just old and tired. Laurel says every president ages quickly. I wouldn't have the stamina to do the job. Yeah, it's a lot of stress. You're going to find out, you also find out, the presidents find out a bunch of shit that when they get the folder. But see, the advantage is Trump's already had the folder handed to him before. It's like there's reasons things are. Here's another thing. Here's another thing I didn't talk about, the Venezuela thing. I don't know enough to talk about it. So I just posted up the bare minimum. Basically said, I don't know enough to talk about it except for what he did was legal. There's a bunch of shit that's going to be happening now for a lot of different reasons. And I got to look into it before I make any other commentary. Peggy says, same with Biden. What was same with Biden? But some people are saying, oh, I don't think it's the oil, and I don't think it's this, and I think it's this. It's like, look, I can guarantee you, I'm going to look into it, but I guarantee you the answer is D. Do you know what D is? Who here knows what D is? This is a complex situation, and the answer is D. What's D mean? It's like, damn. Cowboy's giving me a test. No, I'm trying to get people involved here. There you go. Laurel says all of the above. Guaranteed. Think it's just about drugs? No, it's not. Think it's just about oil? No, it's not. So it's not about drugs and it's not about oil? No, I didn't say that. Is it about rare minerals? Oh, see, there's another thing going on there. Oh, I mean, there's a shit ton of things that are going on and happening with Venezuela. So it's going to be a D, but I'm going to suss out everything and try to figure out what all of the above is and lay it out there. I don't think it's just one thing. I don't think it's just one thing. And he didn't do anything illegal, but he did something that the past administration didn't have the balls to do. I mean, he was already up. Moderna was already up on charges. But here's the key. Just because somebody's up on charges doesn't mean that you just run into another foreign country and just kidnap somebody and get in trouble. We've done it before, though. We've done it before. This is a very similar situation, but a little bit different. There's some similarities and there's a lot of differences. But the good thing is Moderna had his wife taken too, so, he's with the missus. I guess. I don't know. I haven't looked into their I'd imagine this is what I'd do. I'd put them in custody and I'd put them together just because it's easier that way. But it wouldn't be in an official location. Yeah, I mean, what are they going to do? Going to put him in a federal prison someplace? So what I would do is I would have a safe house, and it would be guarded, and it would be undisclosed, and that's what it would be. But I don't know the legal issues around there. I'd have to look into that. But that's what I would do. That's what I would do. And there's a lot of good reasons for that. You're now in control of everything involving them. Everything. Now, another thing that Trump said that, God, I wish he hadn't said it again. We're going to run Venezuela. Yeah, Trump, I think you're talking out your ass. No, we're not. Now, some people go, well, why didn't he hand it over to the opposition? Well, because then they would have had to dealt with the military. They've got now the vice president is now sworn in as the president. So it's still in the same regime, but we can pull some strings. But I do not for the life of me believe that we are going to run Venezuela. I don't see that happening. Why he said that is beyond me. Again, Trump has a habit of just say the bare minimum, pass it off to somebody else who has a little more control. He's got people that can do it. He's got people on staff. Rubio can do it. Rubio can do it. Peggy says, I just find it reprehensible that the Venezuelans are celebrating and the people are demonstrating against it. Yeah, I'm going to write about that too, because he was not a duly elected president. He lost the election by a lot, by a lot. I think he only had like 30%. It was like 60-30. Was the vote. People are like, that's not 100% right. There was more people running. But I think it was something 60-something and 30-something. He lost. So I don't worry about that. And I've stopped worrying about what the Democrats think about shit. Fuck them. What the liberal protesters think, fuck them. I just don't care. I just don't care. They have no moral or intellectual ground to stand on anymore because they always take the wrong side every damn time. Every time. Not once, not twice, every time. And even if they're on the right, they find some way to screw it up. Laurel says they're all paid actors. I think some are paid actors. I think some are. I think some of the protesters are paid. That's happened. But then you've got, like I said, we live in and I've written several times about this, that we're in the protest culture. You got to protest. People don't give a shit. I mean, stop and think about it. I brought this thing up about the No King's Day. They didn't have to fucking pay people to be out there. It's a carnival. A lot of these people, Look, all of us missed the civil rights era. We missed it. I say good. Good. We weren't young enough to go out and protest for civil rights. We were kids. And back in the day, kids usually didn't do that. Nowadays, that pisses me off too. Keep the fucking kids out of protests. They got no place to be there. Get them out of there. So you've got generations now that are like, well, we don't have anything. I say good. If you've got no reason to protest, good. Life is good. Life is good. The same way as victim mentality. No. I'd say at least 98% of the victims out there, they ain't fucking victims. Not really. Not really. We talked about this on the show before. How when we were growing up, it didn't matter how abused and victimized you were, you kept that shit to yourself. You wanted everybody around you to think that your life was great. Period. When I went to school, did I want people to know that I was fucking poor? No. We didn't have a fucking TV. My friends had TVs. You know, so it's like, no, it didn't matter. It didn't matter how poor you were. You didn't want people to think you were poor. You weren't proud to be on welfare. You weren't proud to be on food stamps. You weren't proud to have free lunch. Because you knew it wasn't free. Hell, we knew when we were kids, free lunch wasn't free. We knew it wasn't free. We knew somebody else was paying for that shit. You didn't take that with pride. Judy says most of them don't even know what they're protesting. Yeah, look at me. Look at me. They've done that. You go out there and the reporters ask questions and they don't fucking know. They don't know. He's a fascist. Okay, sounds good. What has he done that's fascist? I don't know. Can you define fascism? Yeah, it's anything you don't fucking like. Speaking of looking at me, did y'all catch that jackwagon yesterday? I think it was yesterday on my page. He was this knucklehead. He posted something stupid. He did. He posted something stupid, and I called him on it. And I go, there, we see you. You know, because it's like, you're either incredibly stupid, you just want somebody to see you. We see you. So he comes back at me and goes, here is your box of attention. Like, it's like, yeah, I'm a social and political commentator. I have a webpage so that people see me. You're fucking Bill Smith. That's a general member posting on my content. Of course I want people to see me in my content. It's what I do. I said, that's not really the win that you think it is. No, me saying, there, we see you. You can't go, yeah, we see you too. Yeah, well, of course you do. And even more so, he follows my content. He tells me, yeah, I follow your content. Well, then what the fuck are you talking about? God, they're just, oh, heaven help me. They're just, in the last week or two, it just gets worse and worse and worse. It's like, holy shit. And the amount of people that, and then I go to look at their page and go, we're of like mind socially and politically. What the fuck are you doing? They just don't care. They just come in, get all puffy, want to prove me wrong on something to make them look smart. And it's like, dude, no. No, not going to fucking happen. I've had to deal with a few of those knuckleheads in the last few days. The other ones, I just booted them out. I still boot a bunch of people out. I was like, holy crap. Gus says I laughed pretty hard reading his crap. I was waiting for your response. Yeah, it's like, no shit. Yeah, it's like, oh yeah, and here's your box of attention too. Well, thank you, because that's how I get paid by people. You know, what the fuck are you posting for? You just want to be seen. Stop it. Just be quiet. Thank you for your post, but shut the fuck up. It shakes my head. Person after person after person. It's like, or they go on a big long diatribe. Did you see the one where the guy was talking about? I was talking about in-group preference. Also algorithms. Yeah, algorithms. The algae rhythms is what I call them. My post about in-group preferences. The guy wants to argue with me and then just expanded into all sorts of shit that I wasn't even talking about. It's like, what the fuck are you talking about? You're just creating this straw man to just battle it as if it's something I said. I didn't say that. Gus says I did go to his page, and it was pretty bare. Which one? Both of them were pretty bare. Both of them were pretty bare. One of the guy's pages, all it had was football shit on it. It's like, it almost like he's a football poster. You know, drunk posters? He's a football poster. Now, drunk poster is somebody, they only get on social media after they've had a couple drinks. Now, he looked like one of the guys looked like a football poster. Because you go to his page and it's like, there's just, it looked like, was that the one that you went to? It's like, it looked like he was watching every game. And then he'd make a comment, and it was all football and had to do with the team. Like, and he wasn't getting a lot of, people paying attention to what he was saying, but he looked like a football poster. You went to both? Yeah. It's like, I just shake my head. There's so many of them out there too. It's like 4 friends or 1 friend or virtually nothing there. And it's like, where are you people fucking coming from? And I try to be halfway nice to people that I know are quote unquote on our team. But as I've said time and time again, oh my God, it always irks me when I make a comment about people not, like when I wrote about people aren't reading comprehension, and then people jump in as if it's a fucking left issue. It's like, oh, I wish it was only a left issue. You motherfuckers aren't reading either. Not everybody on our side is intelligent. Not everybody on our side is a good person. Not everybody on our side is a productive member of society. There's a bunch of asshats on our side. It's just the way it is. It is. and they've been coming out of the woodwork. Oh, my goodness. And they upset me more than the folks on the left. I expect them to be retards. And I just shake my head and Sometimes I'll capture it because I think somebody's going to think it's neat, and I'll post it up. And sometimes I'll deal with them and just to rack up a few more algae rhythms and then kick them out. But most of the time I just boot them out. And but when it's folks on our side, I wish the way the page used to be. I do. Honest to God. What's my count now? You're talking about members, followers? Let's see here. $20,260 is what this is pulling up right now. May or may not be. That's a good rough count. 20,260. I wanted 25 by the end of the month. I don't see it happening. It may. It may. I gotta get over 1,000 each week. That's going to be tight. That's a lot of clicking on my part, and I've been busy. I said I've been busy. If I'm going to do something, I want to do it right. So there's a lot to get sorted out. But yeah, my earnings dropped. Yeah. They dropped by 100 in the last few days. Laura says, depends upon what meme you post that goes viral. Right. Yeah, sadly. Because I posted up y'all have seen it anyways. When I post up an old article, please go ahead and comment and like it. You know, I need it to be pushed. I posted up, it's one of my favorites. It was the, be the lighthouse, not the eroding sand. I only got 55 emojis, 2 comments on that, and 11 shares. And that's a good article. It's frustrating. And then the funny thing is, then if I post something up, I'm not like some pages that just post something up for the sake of it, especially if I send a link to a video, go see the video. go see the video. Because it's got some meaning. I posted up why NBA players refused the underhand free throw. And people go, well, that's a fucking stupid. No, you got to see the video. Here's the short answer to it all. Here's a synopsis with the answer. The underhand, they call it the granny shot for the free throw, is vastly more accurate. When I say vastly, I mean fucking vastly. The guy that started doing that had over 90% of his free throws. But it looks weird. It's not masculine. And I think it was it Magic Johnson or somebody of that caliber? He switched for one season to underhand, to the granny show throughout once. Gus says, you had 2 big ones last week. One had over 3,000 shares. Yeah, I need the big ones. Which is part of why I posted up the Moderna thing today. Maduro thing today. Is because that's topical. So I got to go. But I got to figure out the Rosie O'Donnell one. That's doing pretty good. Not great, but it's doing pretty good. The Nick Shirley, not bad, but it's not what I call semi-viral. That was not good. Yeah, the Rosie O'Donnell, not too bad. 2.3 thousand emojis, 2.9 thousand posts, and 63 shares. The thing is I need shares have got to be high too. Those are great. The 2.7 and the 2.9, that's good. I also need like 1,000 or more shares. Peggy says I saw that post. Which one? I'd mentioned a couple. Remember, there's a lag here, so try to reference so I know which one. The Rosie O'Donnell one or the Nick Shirley. The Netflix is going after content creators. What a shit show that is. The vast majority of people who commented on it missed the point that I was making altogether. They missed the fucking point altogether. God. There was two parts. There's an upper part and the point that I was making. Here's the thing about that. The character, everybody knew the character was gay. Everybody knew. It was in the Stranger Things. It was in the finale final season. Everybody knew the character was gay. It was no big whoop. But the other dimension used people's fears against them to weaken them, and they used it against them. So everybody had to face their fear, right? Well, the only one who had to fucking face their fear was the gay guy. So that means it was like, oh, but it was supposed to be set back in the 80s, and that would have been a legitimate fear in the 80s. And blah. Yes, and I wasn't arguing that. It's a straw man. I wasn't fucking arguing that it wasn't correct. What I said is the plot line is the reason he had to face his fear and come out to everybody is so that he would not be a detriment. But the rest of them didn't have to do that, which means they picked a specific character and a specific fear. That was my point, but everybody's missing that. So that led into the article that I posted on the bottom of it, where I'm saying that coming out doesn't mean shit now. It has nothing about being gay. It's about look at me, because nobody gives a fuck. So there was two things going on, and the vast majority of people missed it. Peggy says, I can't imagine being as ignorant as Rosie. I was referring to the basketball post. Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, the basketball post. I don't just post shit. It's either because it's like really funny, or it's got a meaning to it. There's a message, and I think it's worth people's time to look at it. So it would behoove people to go ahead and take a look at it. Okay, that didn't do good either. This didn't do good. A lot of these, these other ones are back to my normal, very low traffic on each of the posts. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I haven't had any really. The Rosie was okay. Which again, and that's what blows my mind. One little blurb in one picture, and it fucking goes through the roof. I had another one that I did that too, and I just had, I had asked just like it was like 2 sentences, and it went through the roof. Went through the roof. Judy says, what are they going to do when Trump is no longer relevant? Rosie in the left. No, there'll be somebody else. The slave one hit big? Yeah, that's, let's see if I can find the slave one. Yeah, that had 5.6 thousand. Yeah, not as big. Rosie got more. 5.6 thousand emojis, 620 comments, and 3,000 shares. See, that's what I need. The 3,000 shares was golden. I need more comments and more emojis. But I don't know if I Yeah, I don't think I locked that one down. Some of them I had to lock down because there was too many idiots. So the slave one wasn't too bad. Again, it's difficult. It's difficult to figure out what's going to hit and what's not going to hit. But yeah, the Rosie one did better. There's that. It was funny. This is how good the missus is. I keep a yardstick next to my chair, and that's so that when I need to measure something, let's get this up here. I need to measure something. I have it there. I have it there. But most things I don't need to measure that are 30 inches or more. I only need, how much is a inch and a half? What does that look like? And, okay, a quarter of an inch. Okay, refresh my mind. What's a quarter of an inch look like? Okay, that's fine. Okay, this product is 6 3/4. Okay, that's 6 3/4 inches. And so I'm like, I really need a ruler. I don't have a ruler here. Well, the next time she had ordered some groceries in, wouldn't you know it, there's a ruler. And I'm like, you bought me a ruler. Well, thank you. And it's the little things. It's like, oh, do you know how much good this did? And I'm not dropping my damn yardstick, and it's like, oh, it's just right here, and so it's wonderful. It's wonderful. It's the little things. I got a little tape measure. Something like 30 feet. I don't need it for 30 feet. I got it for when I was selling guns. It's a little teeny one. And I can't find it. I got to find it because I got to put that in the production room. Because that's perfect. And I'm like, okay, I just need to figure out roughly how much something is. It doesn't take up much space. And just pop it right there. But yeah, it's a fickle thing. Social media is a fickle thing. Laurel says she listens to what you say. I listen to my friends for the same reason. Yeah. And she knows I won't buy it. I'll complain about it, but I won't buy it. Oh, I got it out. I got rulers out in the shop. I got got everything out there. Did y'all see that other jack wagon? Excuse me. He was he's gone now. The Nick Shirley post, did you see the guy? And he was talking about Nick Shirley. He's not a journalist. He's a YouTube content creator that he's now got 3 million followers, and he's making 200,000 off of this thing, and he's acting like that's a bad thing. It's like, yeah, that doesn't make him not a journalist. You mean you want him to do it for fucking free? Most people plug away and they never get seen. They never make any money. And this guy's been going around doing shit. I think some of his stuff, he went to UK for some stuff, so he's been out there doing stuff. And this just happened to be, this hit the zeitgeist, and he's known, and he's getting paid for it. Good. What the fuck is wrong with getting paid? It's like people going, oh, you're not really an artist because you're getting paid for it. Why? You got to struggle and you got to be terrible? If your paintings actually make money while you're alive, you're not really an artist. If you get paid to sing, you're not really. It's like, shut up. So then at that point I was like, yeah. And then he tried to throw it up at me. It's like, oh, and it's just clickbait for you. Well, number one, it's not clickbait or rage bait. It's not rage bait. Gus says I did. I laughed. He had a meeting with Trump at the White House a few weeks ago. Yeah. So he's making it. He's fine. Judy says, good on him. He just, right. And I said, I don't look. The same way with things. Oh, if I got, it's like, yeah, instant overnight. It's like, yeah, 10 years not making a dime. Now I'm starting to make a couple dimes. People don't see that. Oh, you just want, and he threw it up in my face. Oh, so you're doing rage bait so that you just get people to look at you. It's like, no, I don't post rage bait. I post things that I think are going to interest people. Yes. But it's how I get paid, or should get paid. So yeah, that's a bad thing. You do know what a social and political commentator does, right? You do know how they get paid, right? It's like I don't have sponsorship, and I don't work for CNN. So okay, if you're a quote unquote reporter that works for CNN, you're on a salary, that's okay. But if you're an independent journalist and you've got to sell your stories or hope that people notices it to get money, yeah, there's no, what the fuck? Most all of the great reporting in journalism was done by freelance journalists. Have always been out there, and then they get their story and then they sell it. Then they sell it to a major media outlet. That's how they made their money. It's not selling out. It doesn't make them any less a journalist. Hell, news photographers used to do that shit. You show up on scene, you go ahead and you take a bunch of fucking pictures and you sell them to the media outlets. Cell phones and modern DSLRs killed that particular photography market. Gus says he was just upset that people are now threatening him and his family. That is sick. Yeah, it just upsets me. Yeah, it's stupid. It's stupid. Laurel says, you're being pretty generous saying CNN has journalists. Well, I said reporters. I was going to say journalists, but I said reporters. But then I went to journalists after that. But yeah, I caught myself. If you go back and listen, you're going to say, oh, he did. He called them. I was talking about journalists, but then when I said CNN, I said reporters. Yeah. And then the journalists that come in on the side. Yeah. But independent journalists and the photographers for the news outlets, that used to be, that's how people made their money, and they fucking hustled. They hustled. And they knew that their life or death in the industry, not physically, depended on them getting the best pictures and getting accurate stories. Nowadays, meh. And again, cell phones, it ruined it. Used to be the only way that you could get like accident footage. There used to people, that's all they do is they just drive around with their camera, looking to find something that's happening so they could sell it to the media, to the news agencies. Nowadays, though, everybody's got a cell phone. Bing. And it's only got to be a spectacular picture. It's got to be fucking spectacular for media outlets to pay for it now, because everybody gives that shit for free. Oh, I'm going to give you a byline. Bylines don't pay the bills. That's an ego boost. Look at that. You know, News 4, they use my picture. Doesn't pay your bills. Doesn't pay your bills. So you got to do things to pay the bills. Which is why I went in this other direction. Still going to do my commentary, but it's rough with all the research that I have to do, because it's dead time. I'm just doing the research. I'm making sure that things are right. I'm getting stuff lined up. Good coffee again. Blueberry muffin. Dunkin' Donuts brand. Yeah. My goodness. So we'll see how it goes. Yeah, those fucking reporters that were interviewing Nick. Nick was his name, wasn't it Nick? They were grilling him as if he was the story. He was the one that was somehow trying to pull the wool over people's eyes. It's like, you jackasses. And now they're trying to still discredit him and stuff like that and say, well, one of the schools that they went to, They only have kids there at 2 to 10. And there wasn't any there because he went before 2 o'clock. Number one, 2 to 10? Number two, that daycare center was supposedly shut down a week and a half earlier. Point number three, that daycare center had numerous violations racked up, and they were still allowed to go into have business. And the next point is they still didn't have the number of children there that they were supposed to have. So what do you fucking do with that? Gus said, we had a firebug, and the only way we caught him was he used to hide in the crowd taking pictures. They do that too. Yeah, they do that too. They like to see their work. But yeah, back in the day, somebody with a camera was a rare thing. Most people didn't bring cameras with them. Nowadays, everybody's got a cell phone. So it's either somebody that's associated with the crime, like back in the day, a firebug, yeah. Or, and then more so if they're at every fucking scene and you know they're not an independent photojournalist. That's what it's, photojournalist. They're not a photojournalist. You go, why the fuck is he at all these damn scenes? And he's not selling his shit to the newspaper. Laurel says, I like the one that was broken into. You know, only the records were stolen, because that's the high dollar items. They busted the shit out of that door too. Did you see that door frame? They busted the whole lock here and busted the shit out of it. Like, okay, that's all fine and dandy, but wouldn't a window have been easier? And then again, a lot of these daycare things are like, their windows are all covered up. And it's like, that ain't for security reasons. Because, did you see the video? There's this black chick. She put up a video. She's calling bullshit on them. She went to her daycare and showed how it was. It's just like in a normal school. Yes, you've got an entryway, and you got windows, and you got business cards and flyers and shit like that, and then you get buzzed in, and there's a camera, and they see you. None of these Somali schools are set up. They're just fucking blacked out windows, and it's crazy. Laurel says, and the wall was cut from the inside. Yeah, wouldn't it? It's all crazy. Yes, they came. Trust me, they came in and they stole all of our records. You lying sack of shit. Oh, your records aren't there anymore. But yeah, it wasn't because they somebody wanted to take them. Moron. Oh, bunch of idiots. Another thing that I've noticed a lot more on and I'm sure you have too, is people that are supposed to be on the same side fucking with each other in the comment sections. I put an end to it every once in a while when I see it, but it's like, you people, you need to fucking argue about something, don't you? And a lot of times, it's like, you're not even listening. You're not even reading what the other person said. That's not what they said. And nobody just pointed it out. They roll as if they've got a genuine grievance. It's like, oh, you people are stupid. Gus says, my dog ate my homework. Yes, of course. Yep. Oh, I got a toothpick over on my desk over here, and I was like, oh, my new laser is so precise that I can literally just take a toothpick and I can throw it in the tray. Just throw it in there. Doesn't matter which direction it is. Throw it in there. And I can take my name. I could put like the Whiskey Cowboy. and zoom in, because it's got a camera in it. So you can see the product, and zoom in and use the software and move it so that it's just right over the toothpick and print my name on the toothpick. That's pretty fucking cool. Now, I'm never going to have to do that small stuff, but I thought that was pretty cool. Laura says the same, look at me, listen to me. Oh, you're talking about the arguments that the people are having? It just, I shake my head, and I don't like that. And none of that shit used to happen, or very rarely did it happen in my comment section. Judy says, "Oh my God, that's awesome." No, it is awesome. I told you I didn't get the cheapest one out there. It's a good one. It's a good one. But yeah, they're like, "Oh, we're going to test it out," and they put toothpick and they zoom in and they put the text on it, and bzz, there you go. Gus said, I had a guy on one of your posts, and I said to him, "Bless your heart." Haha, I think you tossed him. Probably. I toss people. I still do it. I told myself I'm not going to get I still have to clean up a little bit when something hits my radar. It's like, oh my God. There's one guy, and it's like he kept coming back, and it wasn't even fucking arguing what I was saying. It's like, Jesus Christ. It's not what I was saying. He called you a name? Yeah, it doesn't surprise me. That's people's... Well, I call people names. I call them retards. Actually, I don't say retard very much. I really don't. I usually say moron or an idiot or something like that. I don't have the patience for it anymore because they're just so fucking stupid. And it annoys me even more when, like I said, they're on our team. It's like, oh, come on. Be better than this. Be better than this. I'm waiting for spring so I can get out in my canoe. I'm going to get out on the water this year. Swear to God. Swear to God. I'm going to get out on the water. Man. I've been thinking about it because I got to get my Lincoln fixed up, and that's a good tandem. I was thinking about putting a damn motor on that damn thing. It's big enough to do it. For those days I want to be out on the water, but not paddle if I didn't have to. Maybe get out there and take some pictures and stuff. But I do love the sports car. My North Star Phoenix. That's a nice canoe. Judy said they need to invest in an education. That's right. Gus says, I was not going to bother you with it. And just laughed. Yeah, I'll get around to it if I see it or not. But, yeah. Gus's canoe can take a motor. He's got letters on his, letters and numbers. I'd have to put some letters and numbers on mine. But, yeah, I'd thought about that. Yeah, maybe. Judy says, I can't wait to see some of those videos. Those are so relaxing. Yeah, you're not going to get videos on every time out. If I do, that's fine. Sometimes I just need to be out there and just be. Just be. Other times, yeah, I can do some video. Maybe set up and just take some video and do short videos. There's a lot of work that goes into every one of those. I think each time was like, 15 minutes or less each video that I put out. And that's a whole day's worth of canoeing. And I had to go and edit and yeah, it's a pain in the ass. Laura says water is peaceful. So we'll see how many I do. I don't have a lot of shit for me. Gus says, yes, I can, but had to buy the motor mount. I used an electric trolling motor. Yeah, most people use the electric trolling motors. Yep. You could have built a motor mount. But yeah, they sell motor mounts. My thing is that the good ones, I've been looking at a nice trolling motor, and it's so fucking expensive. I've got a trolling motor, though. I think my father was thinking about putting it on his canoe. I've got it. I haven't run it to see what it is, and I don't know what kind of thrust it has on it, stuff like that. So I might be able to use it. It's not fancy. But, yeah, I might see if that'll work. I don't know what it is. I'd have to go take a look at it and see what the... Judy says, better take some time out so you don't come out looking like Trump. Yeah, no shit. Here's a thing about me. The who was it? Allie? 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 Jim and Allie, right? Alicia? Allie. She had seen a picture of me from like 10 years ago, and she's like, do you ever age? It's like, no, not really. No, not really. But I do. I can look 20 years in age at any given time. To me, it's scary, because it's like, okay, some days I look fresh and young. It's like, yeah, I could be in my, late 40s. That's fine. And then there are other days I'm like, fuck, I look 70 years old. Gus says mine, and I think is only a 15-pound thrust. Don't need much for it. Yeah. Where's Allie and Jim? Sundays are their days with her son. They FaceTime. He goes to a military school in, I believe, Washington State. So Sundays is there. So Allie and Jim, they're more of our Wednesday, unless they can make it on Sunday. If my memory serves me right, I think they're my Wednesday, because Sunday is their FaceTime day. Laurel says, I forgot about that, and it's usually Sunday. Yeah, that's what I thought it was, it's Sunday. But yeah, I can look wide range of age. I mean, I guess that's good. That's fine. But yeah. I guess it's like I feel. Someday I feel, yeah, well, I got to be honest. I used to be able to say, yeah, I feel like I'm 25. I haven't felt like I'm 25 in years. My body's just falling apart. Arthritis in the hip, and fucking I had all the muscles on that one side go out, and fucking broken rib, and now this hand's been just bothering the shit out of me. My must be arthritis right in my pinky. Oh, Jesus, it hurts. And if it ain't one thing, it's another. Haven't been able to sleep. Me and the missus, we haven't. How's everybody been sleeping? We ain't been sleeping worth a shit. I know Gus and Sally haven't been sleeping. They've been sick. Oh, I got to get, like I said, my my mailbox set up. I'll let folks know when it's in. Laurel says, full moon always plays hell with my sleep. It's me. It's usually the damn, I think it's the barometric pressures have been fucking me up. Sleep, what's that? Says Gus. Yeah. And it's like, oh man, I'm tired. Like if it's like 6 o'clock, man, I got to go to sleep. 7:30, I'll be wide awake. So I go to sleep, or I go to bed, and it's like, okay, I'm going to lay in bed. And then it's like, oh, if it's 9 o'clock and I close my eyes, it's like 10:30 or 11 and I'm wide awake again. So I got to stay up at least almost damn near midnight. And then I still wake up a couple times. Which reminds me, you're like, this is quite the segue. Laurel says I usually get 5 to 6 hours a night if I'm lucky. Peggy says I usually sleep well unless the weather changes drastically overnight. Yeah, and we've been in those. Judy says I'm lucky to get 4 or 5 hours of sleep lately. Yeah. You wonder why old people used to take naps during the day. Well, this is why. It's like we can't sleep at night. I couldn't sleep at all last night. So, yeah, it's like I can't. 8 hours? To be able to sleep fucking 8 hours in a row. Just, you put your head down and you wake up 8 hours later. Oh, my God. What the hell is that? That would be awesome. Absolutely awesome. Gus says, truthfully, we have still been in bed at 10 a.m. sleeping. Yeah, well, you guys... Is it a.m.? Is that after midnight? There's that p.m. Post meridian after. What is it? p.m. No, p.m. is after midnight, right? What is it? But you don't get up out of bed. I got to get up out of bed. But whatever. We haven't been satisfied with Netflix because they got stupid fucking shows. So the missus, she's on a trial thing. Have you ever heard of Friendly TV? It's not spelled right. It's like FRNDLY. It's like they left out half the letters. Said yes, morning. But yeah, so she got Friendly. We're on the trial thing. Peggy says those are studies that show that intermittent sleep, something or other. She'll get back. So yeah, so we're watching that. They got like Grit, and they got all the old TV shows. They got a lot of stuff. But one thing that they do have, your message was redacted, Peggy. They got a lot of commercials. The missus hates commercials. She's like, oh, I didn't remember how much I hate commercials. She hates commercials. Well, and they always put too many damn commercials in. We make a joke. It's 5 minutes of watching whatever you're watching, and it's 15 minutes of commercials. It's not quite that bad, but fucking commercials. But this is, the other night I laid there and I said, okay, let's watch. And I've posted about this, and I've spoken on the show about it. What do you think that I was watching in the commercials? See, I didn't give a shit what the commercial was. What do you think I was watching in the commercials? What do you think I was paying attention to? Well, this is class participation time here. What do you think that the cowboy was paying attention to? Didn't matter what the product or service was. I was going to pay attention to one specific thing, because I started noticing something. So then I'm like, okay, let's fucking find out. What do you think I was paying attention to? Peggy said, intermittent sleep is good for people, which is why naps during the day is beneficial. It can be. Yeah. Laurel says families. Yeah, close, but no. How long it was? Nope. Some of it had to do with families, but that's a side issue for the issue. No, didn't care how long the commercials were. Didn't care what the commercial was about. I cared about something else. No other guesses? How often? No. I'm going to say it and you're going to go, oh, fuck. So I'll just say it. Ethnic makeup. ethnic makeup. Because I kept going, it's like, is there a fucking single white, is there just a white commercial out there? I live in the United States, okay? We make up the majority of people. Judging from the commercials, you'd think that most of the United States was black. It's not. When there was families, damn near all the time, they were mixed families. It's like, yeah, I got mixed families in my family, but most of the time you look around, no, it ain't that common. Or gays, a lot of gays. Judy says, right, I notice that shit all the time. Right. It's like, Laura says, you missed my comment. Okay, let's go back. There's families. No, the only comment that was there said just families. That's the only thing that I see on my end. So it just might not have shown up. But yeah, it's like, okay. It didn't matter what it was. It's like, okay, black family for normal white stuff. That's fine. This is blah, blah, blah. Gus says, I was going to say lizard man. No. Oh, that's another post that I just shake my head. Everybody was saying stupid shit. That lizard man thing. Remind me to get back to that topic. But yeah, it's like, okay, black, Asian, black and Asian, black, Hispanic and white. There was only one commercial break that I saw that had a commercial that was all white people, and it was just two white gals. That's it, just two white gals. And the commercial was really short, and that was it. All the rest of them, white and everybody else or everybody else. It's like, that's not, and I've written before about that if an alien was to look at what the commercials are and the entertainment, they would think things are different than they are. That's why people think, I was like, oh, there's more gay people out there. No, there's not. They make up this much part of the population, this much. Blacks? No. You'd think that blacks and whites, the nation is blacks and whites, equal parts. It's not. It's not. There's no other minority group that gets the attention that blacks do. And it will make up like 13% of the population. Stop it. Whites are over 60% of the population, and then all of the other, so you got 13% black, whites are over 60%, and then the rest is every other ethnicity. The vast majority of Americans in this country don't see minorities. They don't. And how do I know? Well, because every time I go around looking for property that I might want to buy, I always do a crime, ethnic, and political demographic breakdown of the location that I was looking in. Yeah. And there's a shit ton of places. They don't, it's like, 0.2% black or other, the rest is all white. The minorities tend to congregate in areas, in cities, in urban areas. They tend to. There's areas that they don't, but that's where they tend to be. That's also where the most crime is. Again, if you get rid of the crime rates in the cities, there's Main Street USA in rural America doesn't have crime. But yeah. So that was very annoying for me. It's like, it's propaganda. That's what it is propaganda. Okay, back to Lizard Man. I wrote about Lizard Man, and I said, oh, he looks like a lizard. Does that mean that he's a lizard? No, blah, blah, blah. I'd made another post about an alien. It was a actress, and she lose whatever. So at two different times over the years. This was the Lizard Man. So everybody was talking about him. Oh, good luck getting a job, and oh, he's mentally ill and all that. It's not about the Lizard Man. I never said that the Lizard Man thought that he was a lizard. In fact, the Lizard Man doesn't think he's a lizard. And guess what? The Lizard Man has a fucking job. By all accounts, he's a happy guy. The commentary wasn't about fucking Lizard Man. It was about he looks like a lizard, doesn't mean he's a lizard. That's what the commentary was about. Almost everybody in the comments section went to say how he was mentally ill. I'd say he probably is, but he's not miserable. Oh, find a job. He gets paid. He gets paid. A couple people posted up, yeah, that's so-and-so. Yeah, and he gets paid for this, and he's been on this show and done this, and it's like, yeah, he gets paid. But the commentary wasn't about him. That's what pisses me off. It wasn't about him. You see why it gets aggravating? And here's the problem. If I take my time to present something and then a bunch of idiots just post up in the back, what do you think most people see more of? What I actually said or what the idiots are saying? It's what the idiots are saying. Gus says, I had to laugh. People just right. It's oh my God. So my message is lost. And then people are arguing and saying shit in the comments section. It's like, did any of you, both on the right and the left, even read what I fucking wrote? Like, and people want to call me names and shit. It's like, you didn't even read what I wrote. You know, it's one thing if I'm getting paid for it, but a lot of this shit, I'm starting to lose money again. It's going back down. And the retard rate is going up. Wonder why I'm adding products to my list. My God. My God. It's like, oh, fucking read. And you know me, if somebody's coming at me, my instinct is to deal with the issue. It isn't just to like delete it and move on. It's like, okay, you're saying something stupid. I'm going to point out how you're fucking stupid. It always ends the same damn way. They double, triple down, quadruple down. They ain't caring. It's like, oh, Jesus Christ. What are you going to do? Oh, goodness gracious. Gus says you can't deal with that issue. Yet look, even face to face is so much easier. People don't pull that shit to me face to face. They just don't do it. Gee, I wonder why. But online, it's like, my God. I might as well been because they're going to fucking make of it what they want. Because it certainly isn't what I said. Gus says they saw the picture. Yeah, I saw the picture and read the first thing. I never said that this guy thought that he was a lizard. I never said that. Never did I say that he thought he was a lizard. Never. Oh, he's mentally ill and good luck finding a job and blah, blah, blah. It's like you're attacking the lizard man. Stop attacking the lizard man. It's not really about him. He's just a good example because he looks like a fucking lizard. he just looks like a lizard. Judy's laughing at me. Oh my God. I'm going to have a stroke over here. I'm going to have a fucking stroke and a heart attack and shit. Oh my goodness. Did I tell you I fell in the shower the other day? That reminds me. Mrs. is going to get up in the morning. Dude, you never left the studio. Yeah, I had a heart attack in the middle of the night. Gus says, yeah, just like the Rosie picture. That was funny. He said, nobody gives a shit what I wrote. Becky says, I agree with you. I don't care what other people with their life. They obviously think that they have a living there. Yeah, some people are, some people aren't, whatever. But that's not what I was fucking saying. It wasn't about him. He was just an example. Again, I have used a Let's see if I can find it. Let's see if I can find it. Um, okay, come on now. It's not pulling anything up. Let's see here. Oh, I gotta save this because I'm gonna repost it. This was funny. I liked it. Let's go back to this one. Come on, where are you? Yeah, it's not bringing it up, but whatever. It was it was the same type of article. I'm going to put this other one because I like that one. Where's my downloads? Put this back up there. I got more people. I'd posted this back early in the year, but there we go. It's my ET meme. I said the best illegal alien we ever had, learned English and went home. Okay, Gus says, I'm living my best life. Getting up at 10 a.m. and not caring one bit. There you go. Yeah. I'd have bed sores. Jesus Christ. Back would be aching and shit. My goodness. I need a new mattress. Hey, mattress company, would you like to... Would you like to be the official Whiskey Cowboy mattress? Yep. We thought about those, those mattresses you get in the mail, they're all rolled up. And those are supposed to be really good. But then the missus is like, what would we do with our current mattress? It's like, yeah. Normally when they come and deliver a mattress, they take the old mattress with them. But this is different because it's a mail order mattress. Don't know. That's weird. That is weird. Well, I am going to delete my, I'm going to move it to the trash because ain't nobody follows when I post up online that the show's live. They don't follow. So I'm going to fucking delete that right now. That's gone. That's in the trash. I'm getting cantankerous. I was gonna start commenting when people post up stupid shit and saying, well, thank God people are coming to see what I have to say about things and not your dumb ass. But the truth is, people come to see what other dumbasses post. It's just the way it is. Didn't used to be that way. There used to be conversations. I miss those times where, people would actually get into some good conversations, not arguments. They'd be on the same side discussing an issue. Now, fucking arguments everywhere. Jesus, stop it. It ain't right. It ain't right. It's very nerve-wracking. It's very nerve-wracking. Yep. So what other news we got going on? Hmm? Nothing. Gus is full of piss and vinegar tonight. Piss and vinegar. Boy, now that's a saying, isn't it? Piss and vinegar. Peggy says, I miss the debates too. Debates, you mean in the comment section? I didn't get into them too much. I go back and forth a little bit, but I just get tired of people won't shut the fuck up. Always moving the goalpost so they can prove you wrong on something when they don't know their ass from a hole in the ground. Now, here's a good, if I can make enough money on my products, I can lock shit down again and bring it more in line with what it used to be. Gus says, oh, you're sneaky. You posted a funny. I said that I posted it. I said it out loud. I even read it. It's the ET one. I said I posted it. Y'all heard me say that, right? I said I posted up earlier the year in the year, and I reposted it tonight, just now. Yeah, see? See, Peggy said yes. Yeah, I said it. I read it. I read it. Yep. But yeah, if I can start making enough money, then I can go back to less frivolous stuff, more important stuff, and then get back to the way it used to be. It's like, honestly, you think I fucking give two shits about Rosie O'Donnell? Like, I never posted that shit before. I don't care. I knew all the other places were getting traction with it, whatever. But I wanted people to read articles and to learn something, to think about something. I was like the other day, I got basically accused of being a grammar Nazi because I pointed out the difference between could care less and couldn't care less. Most people use the wrong thing. They say the wrong thing. This guy wants to be a smart ass. He was one of the ones that followed my content. Yeah, that was where it was. I said, yeah, we see you. Yeah, that was him. That was him. It's like, words matter. Words matter. Yeah, we all say, like, irregardless. You know, that's not, it's regardless. Irregardless is, it's not a word. It's regardless. Gus says, I went to your page. Now I'm doing two things at once. I am learning. But yeah. Affect versus affect. Those are the people get them mixed up. Sometimes I'm like, okay. Affect is the what it does. Affect is what it did. It's an easy way to remember it. Affect versus effect. But yeah, couldn't care less, could care less. Like, I could care less. Well, you might. You could care less. What you meant was I couldn't care less. Means, yeah, just choose the wrong thing. I'm not a grammar Nazi. It's like, you son of a bitch. Son of a whisker biscuit. Biscuit whisker. Whisker biscuit. Whisker biscuit. Do you know what a whisker biscuit is? I know you dirty minds know that's not what it is. Who knows what a whisker biscuit is? No, and I'm not talking about a JJ. There's actually there's something called a whisker biscuit. Who knows what it is? Don't look it up. Peggy says I'm getting tired now. Good night, all. Thank you, John. You're most welcome, Peggy. Thank you for joining the show. It is 10 o'clock, so we are going to be shutting it down. I made it. Migraine and all. Who knows what a whisker biscuit is? Laurel says, not a clue. Not a clue. Some of you may have even seen one before. Laurel says, good night, Peggy. A whisker biscuit is a it's a ring. It's about this big around. It's a ring. And it's got all sorts of bristles. Okay? Whiskers. Goes all the way around it. And it's on a bow. And you slide it. Yeah, Gus says have one on my bow. See, there you go. And you slide your arrow in it, and it holds your arrow. Judy says bow hunting. There you go. See? It's a whisker biscuit. Like, damn, John, is there anything you don't know? I got a lot of useless knowledge floating around in there. Whisker biscuit. But yep. It's a bow rest. It's a bow rest for hunting bows. You can put them on both on compound and a recurve. You can do it on both. You see them a lot on compounds, but you can put them on recurves. Now you have a compound bow, Gus? You seem like a compound kind of guy. I'm a recurve kind of guy. I'll get a recurve at some point. Excuse me. Yeah. Whisker biscuit. Gus didn't answer. You got a compound bow, Gus? He goes, no, I just have it on my head. I got a bow on my head. I like a whisker biscuit on my head. Gus, behave. Now, do you have a compound bow, Mr. Gus? Gusteroni? Gustosaurus Rex? Everybody's quiet. Both. And a crossbow. Oh, you have a recurve and a compound and a crossbow. Crossbows don't need a whisker biscuit. The bolt slides in the groove. Fancy pants, Judy says. Oh. Yep. Fancy pants. You got everything. Gus has got everything. I know a lot of shit. Gus has got a lot of shit. Oh, my goodness. He's got a lot of stuff. He does. Yes, sir. Yes, indeedy. Okay, we need to shut this down. I made it. I am dog-ass tired. I'll be online bright and early in the morning, putting out more content, getting things ready for my shop. Judy says he literally does. Yes, he does. And it's true. I literally know a lot of stuff, and Gus literally has a lot of stuff. Laurel says, good night, all. Sleep well. You too, Laurel. Everybody, that's tonight's assignment. Everybody, to include myself, get some fucking sleep, because we need it. And hopefully the knuckleheads will not be out in force. I'm thinking maybe it was just because, it's the last week and a half of the year, leading up to the end of the year, and then the last couple of weeks have been screwed up. Never felt right because the holidays are all discombobulated and shit. And So hopefully people will be gone to work and stuff. Gus says good night, everyone. Have a great start to your week. You too. Judy says good night, y'all, and I hope you have a great week. Indeedy, indeedy. See you next Wednesday. This Wednesday coming up, same time, same space, same place, whatever. Here. Here. We'll see you bright and early tomorrow morning. God bless and take care.